following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Brother Mike is back on the radio. Yes. Welcome to KXXT Christian Radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thanks for tuning in today's Bible study. Phantom pregnancies. Today on Hardcore. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them to tune in the radio program right now? It's going to be kind of interesting. A little bit on the gross side, a little bit on the R-rated side. Sorry about that. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown, 15th Avenue, south of Osborne Road. It's a red brick building there on the west side. On the website, hardcorechristianity.com, you'll see all of our ministry services. We have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday at the Deliverance Center. It starts at 7 o'clock Pacific and Arizona time. We have a Zoom healing and deliverance service every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific and Arizona time. Go to the website if you need a religious exemption. The government's about to come up with a new virus before the November election. You'll need a religious exemption. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. mike@hardcorechristianity.com. Send it out to you instamatically. Do you need to be healed or delivered and you can't come to the center? No problemo. Send me an email. I'll send you the miracle list, a step-by-step guide to healing and deliverance that works 100% of the time. Please remember to hit the PayPal button. Thank you for supporting us for the last 20 years on the radio and paying the bills for us. Sister Karen's on the homepage of the website, ready to list your house for sale. Thank you for your referrals to her. If you want to catch the past radio shows, you can go to the website, hit the media button at the top, then hit the streaming radio button, then hit the click here button, and you're there. Years of radio programs, all stacked up. Phantom pregnancies. Can you believe what our society is facing? This thing's unreal. This thing's unbelievable. It is so bad. It is literally unbelievable. People are sick beyond description now. 2 Peter chapter 2. Peter's describing the deterioration of human beings and Christians in the church and fake Christians who join the church and Christians who don't join the church and unsaved people who are not in the church. He's kind of describing everybody in 2 Peter chapter 2. He says, quote, they will have eyes full of adultery, and they cannot cease from sinning. Can you believe that? They can't stop sinning. That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, very amazing. They can't cease from sinning. Okay? The Greek word akatapatosis is a word that means addiction. They are addicted to sin. They beguile unstable souls. That's the Greek word deliazo. It means to trick them, to delude them and trap them. Unstable souls, which represents about 99% of the church. Their hearts they have exercised with covetous practices. They are cursed children who have forsaken the right way. That's what we're doing right now. We're living in a society where children grow up in cursed homes. Homes that are soaked in sin. Homes that have people who are addicted to sin. Children are growing up in homes with family trees filled with Scientology, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses. Can you imagine masonry? All kinds of strange, familiar spirit doctrines, which brings curses on the children. Kids are growing up in homes where they dishonor, degrade, and humiliate and disobey their parents, which brings a curse upon them. The curse falls on them when they dishonor their parents, according to the Apostle Peter. They're growing up in homes where the kids are cursed. They live in horrible sin, incredulous sin. In Chicago, 9,000 to 12,000 young African American males will be murdered or shot by other African American young men, teenagers, murdering, shooting one another, gangsters, drugs, theft rings. African Americans growing up in families where the children are cursed. They cannot cease from sin. They are addicted to sinning. And they live horrible lives. Children who are cursed can do anything. They will show up and rob a store like it's nothing. Flash mobs will show up at a department store, clean the place out. They will engage in gun battles in the middle of the day on a public street. They don't care who they shoot, who they kill, who they maim, who they murder. No concern whatsoever. Cursed children. Chronically impregnating women. Chronically using abortion as birth control. Cursed children. Lying and stealing. Cheating, killing, murdering. Committing adultery, fornicating. Cursed children involved in transgenderism and homosexuality. Cursed children who've literally lost their minds. How bad's this thing going to get? Well, 4 years ago, I did a radio program on a young woman who killed a pregnant woman and then cut the baby out of her stomach. The baby survived, and she took the baby home and told everybody it was hers. Well, guess what? It happened again. New Boston, Texas. Did you see this article? It says, quote, a state police investigator testified Tuesday that a woman accused of killing a pregnant woman and removing her unborn child conducted intensive research on how to fake a pregnancy convincingly. The testimony came in the capital murder trial of Taylor Renee Parker for the October 2020 killing of Reagan Simmons Hancock and her stolen child. Special Agent Dustin Estes of the Texas Department of Public Safety testified that Parker viewed numerous YouTube videos on delivering and caring for babies. On the day of the killing, she watched a video on the physical exam of an infant delivered preterm at 35 weeks. The woman that was murdered, she had had the baby for 35 weeks. So this woman was stalking her, knew about her, murdered her, and cut the baby out of her stomach. The detective further testified, quote, Parker had also ran numerous Google searches about pregnancy. She watched all the videos, clicked all the links, and they were all at 35 weeks. The woman faked her pregnancy, planned and carried out the murder of this poor mother. She stabbed her dozens of times to kill her. Why'd she do it? Well, the article goes on to explain it. Her boyfriend thought he got her pregnant, and he was very happy about it. And so she played it off, couldn't get out of the lie, didn't want to lose the boyfriend. So she faked her pregnancy and watched YouTube videos on how to fake a pregnancy convincingly. She stabbed the woman over 100 times and crushed her skull with a hammer and used a scalpel to cut the child out of the mother's stomach. They're charging her with a non-capital murder in connection with the death of the fetus. So the courts have officially acknowledged that the fetus was a human being. Can you believe any of this? Is this actually real? Yeah, it's real. Like I said, I had a similar incident 4 years ago. I did a radio show on. But this is what happens when people are cursed. Once a child is cursed, demons have special access to that child. Demons have legal rights, special access to get to that child because they have been cursed by demons. A curse has been placed on them because of the sin of the parents or the grandparents or whatever happened in the family tree, or because the children chronically disobeyed and dishonored their parents. A curse fell on that child. That allows the child to become infected with demons quickly and easily because the curse is the open door to possession and infestation of spirits. And this woman faked a pregnancy for 10 months. Can you imagine that? Almost 10 months she went along with this fake pregnancy before she killed that woman. She even had a gender reveal party and posted her fake pregnancy on social media. This is how demon-infected and demon-possessed this woman had become, and this is how cursed she was by Satan because of her sin and the sin in her family tree. It allows demons, if you feel like you've been cursed and you need that thing broken off of you, I've done it 1,000 times over the years. Curses are easy to break if you get the person to repent. 602-636-5800. If they repent, you can get a curse off somebody quickly. If not, the curse leads to death.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.